Hi, it's Miles Red Song by Michelle Birdsong in New York City. Mainstream includes Chill. This is a picture of Chris Rock. Robin, my daughter, likes him as a comedian. This is Candace Owens. She says, Kanye West said, I love the way Candace Owens thinks. That's Kanye West. He samples my husband, Edwin Birdsong's music, and they won a Grammy. This is Harriet Beecher Stowe, who was Candace Owens and in a past life. This is Ann Coulter, an author and speaker and attorney. She was Harriet Tubman in a past life. This is PewDiePie. He has 100 million subscribers on YouTube, plus he just got married. Congratulations. He was a Royal Japanese Samurai soldier in a past life. These are photographs of a friend of mine, Mary Panama, in New York City. This is a photograph of someone photographing the bridge. She and I have been friends since we were homeless together. Let's see, this is a picture of some patriots on the left. Tim Scott, black senator, I think it's the only one we have, Republican. Nikki Haley, Trey Gowdy, I can't remember his name, Hewitt. What's his name? I can't remember his name. This is Thomas Sowell. He was my father in a previous life. He's written over 20 books. Ted Cruz. Eric Rush, who wrote Negrophilia. Runaway Slave was a very good movie about conservative, mostly blacks. Dina Perino, she was Bush's press secretary. Now she's a member of the Five on Fox News. That's James O'Keefe, and they were posing as a pimp and a prostitute to out that black organization, and they did it very well. James Rosen, who Obama's people spied on. John Stossel, very good undercover. Not undercover, but he reports uncommon truths. I think that's Jay Leno, who was on the Tonight Show. And this is the gallows. During the Civil War, they did things like that, hung people in the gallows. This is a picture of some fallen soldiers during the Civil War. This is a picture of a book, the story behind an American friendship, that of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. Frederick Douglass became Martin Luther King Jr., who became Lou Ranzinger. Abraham Lincoln became Anthony Tony Robbins. This is the end of the Civil War. It says General Lee surrendered to General Grant. The death toll of the Civil War was 630,000 soldiers, mostly white guys. Is anybody grateful? I am. The Ku Klux Klan Act. This warning that I haven't been heeded. On the 17th of October, another proclamation was issued suspending the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus in 9 counties by Ulysses S. Grant, 1871. He also signed into law making America, the United States of America, a corporation, and the citizens, and took out loans with the loan sharks, the Rothschilds, and the citizens as collateral, their labor. We have some news. Let's see. The White Man's Burden was a poem by Rudyard Kipling. The Fake Jewish Revolutionary Spirit and Its Impact on World History by Dr. E. Michael Jones. Men had their turn. It's woman's turn, starting from scratch, said Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Govinda Singh Dhillon. Then what happened? Eve, mother of the earth, Bess, the Rothschild, loan sharks. You see there? This is on YouTube. This is the name of the video on YouTube. Eve, Bess, Rothschild's loan sharks. Happy 4th of July. It's Independence Day. That's her independence. You'll see what I mean when you watch the video. Women suffer because they were not taught to take care of themselves, how to take care of themselves. Because their mothers were not taught how to take care of themselves. Because their mothers were not taught how to take care of themselves. And all the way back to slavery. This is Edwin Birdsong and Michelle Birdsong's album, although her name is not on the front of it, it's on the back of it as a lyric writer. And she is responsible for his image. She sat and braided his hair for hours, which began a trend in the black community of wearing the hair in plaits. This is his second album. This album is called what it is. This album is called Supernatural. Again, she's responsible for his image. She embroidered his clothes and plaited his hair. And even his bracelets from her, it would belong to her mother. And he added some beads to it. And he put the feathers in his hair. Okay, this is, it says, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is Jesus Christ, the Buddha, wearing the turban, Govinda Singh Dhillon, and representative of his sister. He was Archangel Gabriel, this representative of his sister, Archangel Michelle. And he turned her on to a bit like a vegetarian diet, which helps to alleviate a lot of severe karma. And this is Ostara Gloria, who was her great-grandmother, who showed her hope chest. She was about 86 years old. She showed her hope chest. And now, the Michelle Birdsong Minnow is getting her hopes off her chest because her father told her to present to him her hopes. Okay? And these are trees, very valuable. They give us oxygen. So Ostara Gloria is responsible for my hope. And this is her birthday, when she was April 13th, when she was Mama Sally Kendrick, my great-grandmother. Speaking of trees, Good News Network. This is a clue from Robin Birdsong. Indonesian teens use native tree species to cure rats of breast cancer. And it's an article by Jennifer Zoper. You might want to check it out on YouTube. I had breast cancer, so that is good news to me that they're getting close to a cure for it. They have a cure in rats. It's just a matter of time before they'll have a cure for people. This is Seth Randinger, Mr. Rogers, Swamiji Maharaji, who's responsible, along with Tulsi Sahib, who is Eve, or Satmat, who is the practice that Govinda Singh does. He heads the Radhaswami Satmat group in India. And so here's some lacto vegetarian foods. This is my diet: bean burrito, romaine lettuce, grape tomatoes, and orange juice. I eat popcorn. Orville Rettenbacher, who has popcorn, is Orlando Rodriguez. Where's Orlando? He was Orville Rettenbacher in a previous life. He lives here at the St. Francis of Assisi residence with me and others. This is Robin Birdsong, who was St. Francis of Assisi. She's Stevie Wonder's immaculately conceived child. This is new information. And here we have John of 12th Street. They have a vegan Italian specialties, so they have all these foods: soup, appetizers, pizza, pasta, main ingredients, and side dishes and desserts. Free deliveries 24 hours. Their number is 212-475-9531. Got it? Okay, so this is Mr. Rogers. Tried on Chuckles the Clown's nose, and to show us it's okay to look silly. And now an organization has a Red Nose Day, where for $2 you can buy a nose and wear it on the Red Nose Day and help feed hungry children. Mr. Rogers started that. Mr. Rogers was Seth Ranzinger. This is Lou Ranzinger. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is a better picture of him. Okay, it was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was Frederick Douglass. Okay, that's enough information for now. So long.